Hey guys, good morning. Ashley here. Today I'm going to lead you through about an hour-long vinyasa flow. So this flow will be warrior based, so we'll be working with our warrior 1s, 2, and 3. So I want the focus to be, while finding these really strong postures, to also keep your awareness to a little bit of softness through the body. So we're going to begin on our mat. Grab whatever you need. You might want a blanket or a pillow to begin in a seated position so that you can sit up a little bit taller through your spine. So take a moment, grab what you need, and we'll meet back on our mats. Once you arrive, a moment, wiggle into your seat. Allow yourself to get really comfortable and settled. Allow the eyes to close. Just resting your hands down where it feels organic and natural for you. And let the spine grow nice and long. And then physically start to just lean a little bit back towards your back body. Bring your awareness to your breath. Let your face muscles be soft and relaxed. And breathing into your whole back body. So send your breath to the back of your skull, back of the shoulders, into the upper back, middle back, lower back, into the hips, into the back of the legs. And allow that breath to start to wash over towards the front of the body. So taking a big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. A couple times like that. Taking it at your own pace, following the guide of your own breath. As your breath starts to wash over into the front of your body. So washing over the crown of your head. Splashing onto your face. Into the front of the shoulders. The chest, the sternum. Past the heart chakra. Down to the solar plexus. Towards the navel. Front of the hips. And all the way down in front of the legs. Notice the breath start to fill up the whole front of your body. The belly expands, the chest expands on the inhales. And contracts on your exhales. And allow the breath to get a little bit deeper, a little bit slower. Really starting to ground down into this present moment, landing completely on your mat for today's practice. Again, we'll take a big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. Next, inhale through the nose. We'll count for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your longest, biggest breath in. Let it go. Again, inhale. Let it go. Biggest breath in through the nose. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Keep the mouth closed and exhale out through your nose. Start to find your Ujjayi breath, sound of the ocean. Finding that light constriction in the back of your throat. So we should be sounding similar to Darth Vader or fogging up a mirror or a glass. So find your inhales equal to your exhales. We'll stay here for a couple of breaths. And we'll start to invite a little bit of movement into the neck. So as you draw clockwise, start to rotate your neck slowly, keeping the focus on your breath. Slow, smooth inhales and exhales. Noticing any tightness you're holding here in the neck and the shoulders. And then when you're ready, we'll change that direction of the rotation and go the opposite way. If you'd like to, invite an intention for your practice. So acknowledge anything that comes up and don't think too hard if nothing comes up. That's totally okay. And bring the focus back to your breath. And then bring the head back up to center. And we'll drop right ear to right shoulder. And curl your left hand out to the side and wrap your right hands up and around the top of the head. Gentle pressure here to your left side of the neck. Maybe inviting a little bit of movement as you draw your nose up to the sky and then back down towards your chest. And keeping your right ear glued to your right shoulder. And then gently releasing, coming back to center, switching sides, left ear, left shoulder. Keep a nice long spine. And crawl your right hand up to the side. Wrap your left arm up and around the top of your head. And tickling the top of your right ear. Both shoulders are relaxed here. Maybe inviting some movement if you did so on the other side. Gently drawing your head up and down. Nice and easy, nice and slow here as we enter our practice. mindfully with breath, with intention. And then slowly releasing the head and hands. We'll extend the arms out in front of you, palms face up, and then tap your fingertips to the top of your shoulder. And bring the elbows in front of you together, and then as you inhale, lift the elbows up to the sky, squeeze the shoulder blades down your back, and exhale. Do a big circle with the elbows, drawing them up and around. We'll do this for 10. Stay with your breath at your own pace. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just change that direction. Tap the elbows and draw the elbows down. Squeeze the shoulder blades and draw them back up. Stay with your breath. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale as you draw them down. We're here warming up the shoulders, adding a little bit of joint mobility for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the arms lifted. Extend the arms in front of you. Palms can face down and make fists with your hands. Again, clockwise first. We'll start to rotate the wrists in unison. So at the same time, see if you can keep the arms as still as possible. They're going to want to circle with the wrists naturally. So keep them nice and stable. Draw the navel to the spine. And as much movement here through the wrist as you can. And then change that direction, counterclockwise. Good. And gently release everything down. And we'll make our way to a child's pose. So moving any props out of your way. We'll take the knees about the width of your mat. So take a wide-legged child's pose. And bring the big toes together and lower the hips down towards the heels. Crawling fingertips to the top of your mat. Lower your forehead down if you can. You can always slide a block or a blanket underneath forehead or chest. And if the hips are really high, you can roll up a blanket or again a pillow or even another rolled up yoga mat and slide it underneath your thighs. So bring your heels and your hips a little bit closer together. Connection to your mat here. Literally grounding your forehead here. Maybe massaging your third eye left to right. Into the earth, drawing the hips a little side to side. If movement feels good, allow yourself to move. If stillness feels good, allow yourself to be still. And then start to activate the arms by crawling the fingertips toward the front of your mat, lengthening down the side bodies, maybe so much so that the elbows lift off your mat. A little sweetness through the shoulders here. Maybe tensing the fingertips. Feel your hips energetically draw back towards the end of your mat. And then crawl the hands to the right front corner of your mat. A little side stretch here as you pull your left hip back in space energetically. Let the breath be full. Forehead is still connected to the earth if we can. And then walk the hands back through center and over to the left front corner of your mat. Reaching a little bit longer through your right fingertips. Energetically pulling your right hip back into space. Breathing into your right side of the body. Okay, we'll walk our hands back through center. And then walk them in underneath your shoulders. So you press yourself up to a tabletop. On your hands and knees. Hands are underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Fingers spread as wide as you can. So dig your claws into the mat. Grip down. Feel like you're holding and palming 2 basketballs in your hands. And then like a cat needs a blanket or a couch or whatever. Feel like you're a cat, but start to knead your paws into the mat. It's lifting just slightly. Okay, good. And then we'll walk the hands towards the front of your mat. Just about a handprint forward. And then tuck the toes. Lift yourself into a high plank. So the heels come to the end of your mat. Feet are hip-width distance apart. Shoulders are right over the wrists. Keep clawing into your mat. And drawing the shoulder blades away from each other. So lifting out of the cervical spine. Send the upper back towards the sky. And keeping this nice long line of energy all the way down the spine. Hold here, engage through your core. You can always modify by dropping the knees down. And we'll stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back to the sky. Find some movement in your first down dog. Maybe paddling out your legs. Bending into one knee at a time. Any kind of movement here that will be really good within your body. Doesn't have to make sense. Doesn't have to look pretty. You're dropping the hips side to side. Maybe just shaking it out a little bit. And a little wiggle. Nodding the head, yes or no. And then finding some stillness in your down dog. Pressing firmly through the base and the pointer finger, base of your thumb, and your pointer finger into the mat. So really press into the insides of your hands while externally rotating your shoulders out and away from your ears, creating some space in your neck. Lengthening the spine up and back, pressing the mat actively away. As you lift your sit bones up to the sky, belly draws in toward the thighs. And then we'll crawl the hands back towards our feet at the end of our mat. Take a really big bend in the knees here so that you can find support from your belly, just resting onto your thighs. Let the head and neck relax down. You can hang the arms, palms can face up if that feels good, or maybe find a ragdoll, opposite elbows. Have a little conversation with gravity here as you shift your weight forward and back into the toe side, heel side of the feet, maybe a little side to side. And draw the shoulders wide, keep allowing space with your collarbones, not crunching. The shoulders up in the ears. And then release the hands down to your mat. We'll crawl the hands to the right side. Again, a gentle side bend. Inhale, lengthen the legs, lengthen the spine. And exhale, crawl the hands to the center of your mat and over to the left. Inhale, lengthen the legs, the heart. And exhale. Come back to center. Let the head go. And on the inhale, we're going to roll our spine up to standing. Take your time with this. Ground down through the feet. The head is the last thing to unfurl up to the sky. Roll the shoulders down your spine. Check in that the feet are still hip-width distance. Keep the fingertips active. Slight tuck of the tailbone. And inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. Reach tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, fold down towards your toes, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen, hands can stay on mat or shins. Shoulders away from the ears, lift the tailbone, lift the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right back up to the sky. Sweep through the hands, inhale. Exhale, fold it back down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crawl the hands back to the front of your mat, to your high plank. Hands underneath the shoulders, adjust yourself, take your time getting into this. And then as you inhale, knees down, exhale, chest and chin down. So feel an interim shape on your mat. Inhale, slide forward to cobra. Tops of the feet press into the mat. Hands underneath the elbows. So find 90 degrees here. Lift through the heart. Tops of the shoulders roll back. Thighs are active. Maybe the kneecaps are lifted. One more breath here. As you exhale, we're going to slink back into a child's pose. See if you can pass through that inchwormy shape, lifting the tailbone. Lowering the hips towards the heels, lowering the forehead down. And then again, inhale, press onto your hands and knees, round the spine. And come into an upward facing dog, lowering the hips down, press into the tops of the feet. So maybe the legs lift off your mat. The heart pulls through the gateway of your arms. And exhale, downward facing dog. Couple big breaths here. Let's inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, let something go. Keep your legs active here. If the heels are close to the mat, see if you can engage your thighs so that you can lift your kneecaps. Keep laying through this whole spine. And then look forward. We'll take a big bend in the knees. And hop, step, or walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way. Urdhva Hastasana. Look up. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Pick up the left leg and step to the end of your mat. So we're in runner's lunge. Right knee tracks forward over the ankle. And ground down your back heel. We're going to rise into our warrior one. Lifting the fingertips high. Rooting down through the outer edge of your left foot. And drawing right hip or right shoulder back to square ourselves as best we can to the front of our mat. Little rooting down through the tailbone. Keep tracking your right knee forward. Find a lightness through the upper body and keep the fingertips active. Take one more breath here. Exhale, we'll fan the hands down to frame the front foot. Lift the back heel. We're going to step together to the top of our mat. So let's bring 2 feet together. Leave a little inch through the heels, little space, and sit low into a chair pose. Use the legs together as one. Squeeze them. Focus on your breath. Feel like you're sitting into an imaginary chair behind you. Bring the weight into the heels. And softness through the shoulders. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pick up the right leg and step to the back of your mat. The left knee tracks forward. Round down your right heel and rise, warrior one. Pull your left hip, left shoulder back in space, fingertips active, heart lifts. Maybe you send your gaze up. Take one more breath here. And exhale. Hands frame the front foot. Lift the back heel. We're going to step back into a high plank this time. So adjust yourself. Hands underneath the shoulders. Claw your fingertips into your mat. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, chest and chin. Slide forward. Inhale, cobra. Lift the heart. Ground down through the pubic bone, the tops of the feet. Slowly to back. Exhale to your child pose. Inhale, round forward. Upward facing dog. Press into the tops of the feet. Pelvis is lifted off the mat if you can. Exhale, downward facing dog. Couple of breaths right here. Always welcome to add your organic movement to your practice, right? Any extra little stretches here and there. Any wiggles, any shakes. Sprinkle them in wherever you can. And we'll float our right leg up and back. 3-legged dog. So for a moment, keep the hips square. So allow your right toes to dial down towards you. And then extension through the right heel. Lift that right leg energetically. Keep the whole leg super active, so foot is flexed. And then bend the knee and open up the hip. Any knee circles here. Maybe ankle rotations. And then look forward, a little bit of core work. Inhale, extend your legs straight. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Tap it, nice and controlled, and then send it back. Big breath in. Exhale, cross it over to the left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. And then step in between the hands, runner's lunge. So here, let's ground down through the back heel one more time. Rise slowly, Virabhadrasana 1. Ground down through the feet, reach through the fingertips, lift through the heart. A little sweetness in the shoulders. Keep that back leg super active here. Find your breath, find your stability. Take your time to get into this. And then we'll bring a little bit of flow into our warriors. So inhale, sweep through the fingertips. As you exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips. Draw forward towards that right thigh. Sweep the arms back by your sides like airplane. Inhale, rise slowly, reaching through the fingertips. And exhale, flow it back down. One more time. Inhale, all the way up. Press through the feet. And exhale. Hover on this one. Reach the arms back by your sides. We're nice and low to that front thigh. Lift the back heel up. Bring your hands to your hips. And we're going to take a big step onto your right leg, coming into balance, warrior 3. So finding a T shape, capital T shape with your body, where we press that left leg straight back. If your hands are still on your hips, lower your left hip down a little. So keep them square, left toes are dialing down. You can keep the hands where they are. You can reach them back by your sides, or hands to the heart. Anything you like here. We're here for 5, 4. You've got this. Stay with your breath. 3. Keep that floating leg active. 2. On 1, softness into the standing knee. Rise up to standing. Lift your left knee in towards your chest. Drop your left hip down. Keep that left foot flexed. And then cross left ankle over right thigh. Sit low into your standing figure 4. Drop your chest down. Maybe your elbows find your knee and your ankle here. Softness through the neck. And gazing down at your bottom toes. Feeling a nice stretch to your left outer hip. And then we'll slowly and controlled start to rise back up. And as slow as you can, we're going to step your left leg back into your warrior 1. So nice and slow. Finding the mat, nice and controlled. Grounding down that back heel. Reaching both hands up, and we'll open it up to warrior 2. So arms stretch wide apart. Your feet should be in alignment about heel to heel or heel to arch. See what works for you. Softness in the shoulders. Drop your right knee forward and slightly to the right so that we can keep an eye on your big toe. Your tailbone roots down towards the mat just slightly. Head right over the shoulders, right over the hips. Gazing over our front fingertips. Find your breath. Try to smooth it out. Draw your pinkies just slightly back to open through the collarbones. And pressing as firmly as you can into both feet to root down into your mat. Feel connection here, to feel your strength. As you feel a tingly lightness through your upper body. Feel really strong here, like a warrior, setting your gaze to one point. Allow yourself to adjust. To come into this place where you can hold for a little while. Where you can come back to your breath. And we'll flip our front palm and start to reverse our warrior. Right hand up to the sky, back hand down to back thigh, or find a half bind, wrapping the left hand around the low waist. Reach high through the right fingertips. And then exhale, fan the hands down, frame the front foot. Step back, high plank. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, chest and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra, lift the heart. And exhale, slink back, child's pose. We'll pause here, just find a few breaths, any movement you want to draw in. Allow that to come into your practice. And then when you're ready to move, We'll make our way to our upward facing dog, keeping the hands where they are. Inhale, round the spine. Draw the hips towards the mat, press into the tops of the feet, and find a lift through the legs. Heart shines through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, a few more breaths right here. Maybe pedaling out your legs, nodding your head, yes and no. Releasing tightness, tension out of the neck. And we'll float our left leg high, three-legged dog. Let the left toes dial down towards you. Keeping the hips square for now, grounding down to your right heel that's on the mat if you can. Lifting your left leg a little bit higher energetically. Bring strength into that leg. Keep the whole leg active. Foot is flexed, thighs engaged. And then bend the knee and open up your hip. Any movement here, knee circles, ankle rotations. And then extend it straight. Take a big breath in as you exhale. Tap left knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross it over to the right elbow. Three-legged dog, just one more time. Knee to nose. And step in between the hands. Ground down through your back foot. And rise, Virabhadrasana 1. Pause here. Find your alignment, tuck the tailbone, lift the heart. Opposite the shoulders. Fingertips are reaching towards the sun. Keep your left knee tracking forward. Left hip, left shoulder draws back. And then a little bit of movement here. Inhale, reach a little bit higher. And exhale, hinge at the hips. Draw the belly towards the thigh. Reach the arms back. Nice and slow. Inhale, right back up. Exhale, hinge. Focus on your breath to guide you through these movements. Inhale, back up. Keep the back leg strong. Exhale, fold. One more time, right back up. Inhale. And exhale, we'll lower, pause on this one. Lift the back heel, bring hands to hips, and we'll slowly step into our Virabhadrasana 3. Warrior 3, take a big step onto your left leg. Float your right leg straight back, so feel like you're stepping on a wall behind you. And take any arm variation you want. If your hands are still on your hips, lower your right hip a little bit. We're here with the breath. Stay with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Bend the left knee a little bit. Draw right knee in towards your chest. Come to standing. Find your balance. Find your stability. Drop your right hip a little bit. Flex the right foot and cross right ankle over left thigh. Open your right knee down towards the earth. And we'll lower ourselves right into this. So dropping the chest. If you find a connection with your right leg, press your elbows into the knee and into the foot of your right leg. Length through the cervical spine, through your neck. Gaze down at your left toes. And then we're going to slowly rise back up. Stay with it. Find your balance, find your strength, and slowly step back into your Warrior 1. Finding the mat, grounding through the feet, reaching through the fingertips, and then opening it up. Warrior 2. Feel free to adjust yourself if you've landed kind of funny. So maybe that's heel to heel or heel to arch. Softness through the shoulders. Keep tracking your left knee forward and slightly to your left. Keep an eye on that front big toe. Let little tuck of the pelvis, tuck of the tailbone. Standing tall in your warrior. Keep this back leg super strong here. Ground down through the knife edge of your right foot. Fingers spread wide. Knees over your front fingertips. Couple of breaths right here. Breathing into any sensations. Notice if your body is asking to go a little bit deeper or to soften a little bit more. And just being there to listen to that conversation. Bring your awareness to all those little sensations, all those little trickles and truffles your body is expressing to you. Take one more big breath here. Flip the front palm and reverse your warrior. Reach your left hands high. Back hand can find the back leg or half bind wrapped around your lower back. Keep reaching high through the left fingertips. One more big breath. And exhale. Lift the back heel. Fan the hands down. Frame the front foot. And step back high plank. Adjust yourself. Pause here. And then inhale. Knees down. Exhale. Chest and chin down. Inhale to cobra. Pause on this one. Make sure you're on the soft part of your belly. Draw the hands back underneath the elbows. Press the tops of the feet. Lift your heart even higher. Full breath in. Lift your feet up off the mat. Lifting both ends a little higher. For 3, 2, and 1. Lower the legs. Slink back into your child. Pause here. Bring the forehead down. You can take a more restorative child by bringing the arms down by your sides, letting the shoulders cave in towards your mat. You can bring your forehead down, or one cheek feels better. Do what feels good here. Do what feels right. Feel supportive and loving for this moment. And then we'll start to press the mat away and lift yourself up so that we just sit on our heels. And adjust yourself so that you can sit here for a moment. Shoulders are right over the hips. You can always slide a pillow or a block underneath the bum here for more support. And closing your eyes, let your hands just rest down on the thighs. Take your focus back to your Ujjayi breath. To the reason you stepped onto your mat today. And we'll start to flutter your eyes open, leaning towards one hip and sending the legs forward in front of you. So we'll take a little hip stretch before we lower ourselves down. So let's bring the right leg over the left leg. So try to stack knees here. So just let that right knee just kind of flop down towards your left knee. And you can stay right here for the twist. This is great. But if your left knee is feeling a little cranky, then I would suggest just to stay here. Otherwise, if you're feeling into it, you can bend the left knee. A little self-adjustment, squeezing the thighs to one another, Making sure your sit bones are both firmly grounded onto your mat. Wiggling those feet to the sides of the hips. And sitting up nice and tall. Maybe a little foot massage here. Pulling the toes in towards you. And then we'll stretch your left hand up to the sky and hook your left elbow to right knee. Hands up to prayer to the heart. And we twist to the right. Try to keep length in the spine here. So take this as you need to go. Maybe just close the eyes and breathe. Easing into this. And releasing back to center. If you're already feeling a ton of sensations, if you have tight hips like I do, you might just stay right here. Again, touching the feet a little bit. Or if you feel like you want to fold it forward, you can start to crawl the fingertips forward. Maybe you grab a prop and slide it in between your belly and your legs to bring a little bit more support there. And then relaxing through the head. And just holding down over the legs. A couple of breaths right here. Notice anything you're holding on to, see if you can just let go and soften. You can both sit bones grounded into your mat. And slowly coming back up, we'll switch legs. So start to unwrap your legs. Give them a little shake, a little wiggle. And then we'll cross your left knee over your right. Again, maybe just stay right here. This is great. If you're feeling up to it, bend the bottom knee and stack the knees together. A little adjustment if the knees are feeling really far away. Squeeze the thighs towards one another. You can sit on your blanket, your block, whatever, to make this even more supportive. And then adjusting it yourself so that you really wiggle and land onto both butt cheeks here. So you're really firmly planted into your mat. Close the eyes, sit up nice and tall. And grab the feet, a little massage. And then we'll take a twist, reaching right hand up to the sky. Hook your right elbow to left knee. Hands come to prayer. Thumbs come into your heart. Close your eyes. Breathe. Be right here on your mat. In this moment, feel into your body. And we'll come back to center. Setting up for our fold. You can stay right here or grab a couple of props, a blanket, a pillow, a block. Set it in between the thighs and the belly. Crawl the fingertips forward. Let your head and neck relax here. Okay, start to come back up and release that. And then take the legs out slowly, wiggle them out. And wiggle a little shake. Roll the neck a little bit. And then we'll come down to our back. So lie all the way down, and then bend the knees so the knees are facing up to the sky. We're going to reach both hands up right in front of us, so palms face in, and feel like you're holding a big beach ball. And we'll lift our right leg up to the sky, and then wiggle out that ankle for a moment. And then lower your right leg so both knees are in alignment with one another. So a nice diagonal line out through the right toes. And then from here, a little core work. We're going to lift our head and shoulders off the mat. You can go as high as you need to. Keep the knees in a line. And we're going to hold here, engage to your core for 10, 9, 8, 7, keep that right leg active, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep everything lifted. You can bring your hands behind your head to support your head. And then we're going to slowly lower your right leg towards hovering above the mat. Keep an engagement through the core and then slowly lift it back up all the way to the sky. And then lower it back down nice and slow. Feel like you're moving through water. Come to hovering. And then send it back up. Okay, beautiful. Release your right leg to the ground. We'll take this to the other side. So lift your left leg up to the sky. Wiggle it around a little bit and send your arms up. Hold that big old beach ball one more time. And then lower your left leg a little bit so the knees come in alignment with each other. And then we'll lift our beach ball up. Lift your head and your shoulders. Reach your beach ball towards your left toes. Keep the knees in a line. We're holding here again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, just a little higher, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Keep everything lifted. Bring your hands behind your head just to support your neck. Keep your shoulders a little lifted though. Leg is still lifted. Engage your core. We're going to slowly lower it down to hovering. A couple times. Come down to that hover and then slowly lift it back up to the sky and back down. Nice and slow. The slower the better. Keep the whole left leg active. Left foot is flexed. Bring it back up. Last time, lower it one more time. And then all the way back up to the sky. Then gently release everything down towards your mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock a little side to side. And roll both knees over to your right, curling up into a little ball. We'll open your left arm all the way open to your left, so your left shoulder falls to the floor. Maybe send your gaze left, allowing everything to soften here. Allow your body to be heavy. And bring your right hand down to ground down the knees if that feels better. You're welcome to bring a blanket underneath the knees or in between the knees. And as we start to wind down class, allow yourself to check back in with your body, with any of those physical or mental sensations or feelings that might have come up in the beginning. Notice how you're feeling now after your practice. And we'll slowly come back to center. When you're ready to move on to the other side, drawing the knees into the chest and roll into your left. Opening your right arm right, palm faces up, right shoulder melts down to the floor. Maybe take your gaze right. Allow yourself just to be right here on your mat without adding any thoughts, any layers, any judgments, any expectations, just being right here, just as you are. Allow your jaw to relax. Allow the muscles in between your eyebrows to soften. Your shoulders melt a little bit heavier into your mat. Now slowly come back to center. And we'll take a happy baby before we come into our Shavasana. So you can either grab hold of the back of the thighs or the calf somewhere, or grabbing hold of the big toes or the outsides of your feet. Releasing your head to your mat and grounding your sacrum, your low back, into your mat. So your whole spine is connected into the earth. Maybe there's a little bit of movement here, a little sweetness to the hips. Little breath, little sigh. And then we'll start setting up for our final resting pose. So releasing the legs when you're ready. Grabbing what you need to get comfortable for your Shavasana. Extending the legs on the mat, extending the arms down by your sides. Maybe the palms face up to receive energy. And observe this natural state of your body. The fingers curl. Spine is long. Feet flop out naturally. And allow your breath to become that splashing wave of softness over your body, just like how we began. So it starts this time by splashing over the whole front of your body, on the top of your head, warming your forehead, rippling down the sides of your face, your nose, your neck, tops of your shoulders, down the arms, pulling into your hands, down the sides of your bodies, your chest, your sternum, your heart, your pelvis, the whole front of your legs, sprinkling off the tips of your toes. And then coming back again, splashing over the backside of your body. On the backs of your shoulders, your upper back, middle back, lower back, sacrum, your hips, whole back of your legs, and drips off of your heels. And your body sinks a little bit deeper, a little bit heavier into your mat. You're welcome to stay right where you are if you're comfortable. If you're ready to move, start to bring awareness back into your breath, back into your body, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, nodding your head, yes and no. Reaching your arms up for full body stretch, stretching out through your fingertips, all the way down your body, out through your toes. And then curling the knees in, rolling to one side, and pausing there, keeping your eyes closed for a few more moments. Maybe keeping in mind somebody in your life or someone not in your life that you might want to send the benefits of this practice out to. Somebody who you think really, really needs it. That can be someone you live with, it can be yourself, it can be a stranger, it can be your future self. So we'll slowly start to make our way up to a comfortable seated position. Nice, easy Sukhasana, sitting up nice and tall, bringing the hands to heart center at prayer. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Bring your palms into our third eye center. Bowing in deep, deep gratitude, thanking yourself for stepping onto your mat today. When you practice, when you move your body, you step onto your mat, it not only benefits you, but everybody in your world, everybody around you. So thank you, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a beautiful day, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.